Question number 1. Specify the Json module method that will help by using the Python context manager. Create a file with extension Json.
Exactly. Dump makes sense, and it is right choice.
Question number 2. For data interchange between applications, which one is the simplest file format to be used?
Right choice. JSON is the best answer.
Question number 3. Which of the following is not a type that can be converted into JSON strings in Python? Gun. Good job. Your answer function works well here. Question number 4. For storing configuration details of an application, majorly which file format is used?
Smart move. YAML is an accurate answer.
Question number 5. A format used to share data and is usually used in the application of a FHIR REST dash. Nicely done. JSON is a solid answer. Question number 6. Which of following statement is false about the space parameter in JSON? Stringify.
Well done. It removes white space is the right choice.
Question number 7. Which of the following part of a JSON data structure is always in double quotes?
Well picked. Key is the correct answer.
Question number 8. What function is used in PHP to convert the JSON format into alphanumeric data?
Correct response. JSON-decode is the most accurate answer.
Question number 9. JSON- specifies the rules that defines the structure of a JSON document.
Smart pick. Schema is the correct choice.
Question number 10. To read JSON object as Python dictionary, which Python function is used?
Well reasoned. Load is the correct choice.
Question number 11. Which of the following is true when converting from Python to JSON?
You got it? Your choice Python's true becomes true in JSON is right.
Question number 12. What is the only type of characters coding that JSON can handle?
Great thinking. Out8 is the right choice.
Question number 13. What function will convert a JavaScript object to a JSON string?
Strong choice. JSON. Stringify is the right answer.
Question number 14. Which Python method converts a Python object into a JSON string?
Good thinking. JSON. Dumps is the right answer.
Question number 15. Which method is used to convert JSON data to JavaScript objects?
Sharp thinking. JSON. Parse is the right choice.
Question number 16. What function in PHP is used to convert data into a JSON format?
Perfect. PHP-encode is the correct choice.
Question number 17. Which of the following is not a valid way to parse JSON string? You chose JSON evil, and it is correct. Question number 18. Which of the following options is not a type of value in JSON?
Solid response. Date is a valid choice.
Question number 19. In JSON, which of the following is considered an atomic value?
Correct. Strings is the right answer.
Question number 20. What is the correct format to write the JSON name value couple?
Excellent. Name, value is a brilliant choice.
Question number 21. Which of the following types of data is not allowed in JSON?
You're right. Function is the correct answer.
Question number 22. Which method is used to convert JavaScript objects to JSON?
Valid point. JStringify is true. Question number 23. What is the main method for analyzing gen in JavaScript? On track, Json. Parse is the correct answer. Question number 24. Which is correct format of written JSON name value pair? Bravo. Name value is the answer. Question number 25. How can you format the JSON result to be more readable? Nice selection. Using the indent parameter in JSON. Dumps is the correct and valid answer. Question number 26. In modern websites, what is the common usage for Json? Right again. To send and receive bits of data is a valid answer. Question number 27. Which method is used to parse JSON string in Python? Excellent choice. Json. Loads is the right answer. Question number 28. What is the common usage of Json on modern websites? Nice work. You chose to send and receive bits of data, and it is correct. Question number 29. Which of these is supported as a type of JSON value? Clear logic. Your choice null is sound and 100% true. Question number 30. Which of the following protocol services uses JSON? Great job. HTTP is the accurate answer. Question number 31. JSON is derived from the Dash programming language. You got it. Your choice JavaScript is right. Question number 32. What are the two main structures that compose JSON? Correct response. Keys and values is the most accurate answer. Question number 33. Which of these is correct about the JSON standard? Good job. Your answer, it is an open standard, works well here.
Question number 34. Which of the following statements is the real one?
Great job. JSON is easier to read than XML is the accurate answer. Question number 35. The following are not the function of JSON is dash. Strong choice. Save media files is the right answer. Question number 36. What is the basic structure of an object in JSON? Nicely done. Key value is a solid answer.
Question number 37. Which of the following is the limitation of JSON?
Clear logic. Your choice complicated debugging is sound and 100% true. Question number 38. What is the purpose of the JSON parser method? Excellent. Transform a string into a JSON object is a brilliant choice. Question number 39. Can you use a double quote inside a JSON string? Exactly. Yes, if it is escape-like makes sense and it is right choice. Question number 40. What is the equivalent of Python's dict in JSON? Perfect. Object is the correct choice. Question number 41. What is the purpose of the method JSON? Parse. Correct. Parses a string to JSON is the right answer. Question number 42. Which of the following is not a type in JSON? Well reasoned. Date is the correct choice. Question number 43 dash is not a valid way to pass JSON string. Valid point. JSON. Evil is true. Question number 44. Is JSON independent of programming languages? Sharp thinking. And is the right choice. Question number 45. How is XML mapped to JSON during conversion? Nice selection. All the answers is the correct and valid answer. Question number 46. What extension is used to save a JSON file? Smart pick. Son is the correct choice. Question number 47. What are the data types supported by Json? Well done. Number is the right choice. Question number 48. What does the Json loads method return? You chose a Python dictionary, and it is correct. Question number 49. Where can you find a JSON file validator? Solid response. Internet is full of JSON file validators is a valid choice. Question number 50. How do JSON provide internationalization? Bravo. Using Unicode is the answer. Question number 51. JSON elements are separated by the dash. On track. Comma is the correct answer. Question number 52. What is the structure of a JSON file? Right again, JSON file is a valid answer. Question number 53. How many types of values define JSON? Excellent choice. 7 is the right answer. Question number 54. JSON admits the following data types. Right choice. Strings números objetos, JSON arrays booleanos null is the best answer. Question number 55. What format does the JSON file have? Smart move. File. JSON is an accurate answer. Question number 56. For what is a JSON stringer used for? You're right. To quickly create JSON text is the correct answer. Question number 57. What two main structure compose JSON? Nice work. You chose array and object, and it is correct. Question number 58. Which data types are valid in JSON? Good thinking. String, number, object, array, boolean, null is the right answer. Question number 59. What is correct MIME type for JSON? Great thinking. Application JSON is the right choice. Question number 60. What is an advantage of using JSON? Well picked. Much simpler to understand. Less verbose, more humanly readable is the correct answer. Question number 61. Are white spaces admitted to JSON? Smart move. Yes, with strings is an accurate answer. Question number 62. What is the full meaning of JSON? Correct. JavaScript object notation is the right answer. Question number 63. What are the principles of JSON? Well done. JSON fragment of JavaScript from set of literals called items is the right choice. Question number 64. What is JSON primarily used for? Excellent choice. Storing and exchanging data is the right answer. Question number 65. Give an example of JSON object. You got it. Your choice square bracket holds arrays is right. Question number 66. JSON strings have used in dash. Exactly. Double quote makes sense and it is right choice. Question number 67. What is the MIME type of JSON? Nice selection. Application JSON is the correct and valid answer. Question number 68. What file type is package? JSON? Good job. Your answer JSON works well here. Question number 69. What does a JSON validator do? On track. Validates JSON syntax and structure is the correct answer. Question number 70. Is whitespace matter in JSON? Excellent. Yes, only within strings is a brilliant choice. Question number 71. The MIME type of JSON is dash.
Solid response. Application Json is a valid choice.
Question number 72. How many types of JSON data?
You chose 6, and it is correct. Question number 73. Who is the creator of JSON?
Nicely done. Douglas Crockford is a solid answer.
Question number 74. JSON strings have to be in. Valid point. Double quote is true. Question number 75. What does JSON stand for?
Perfect. JavaScript object notation is the correct choice. Question number 76. How is JSON translated? Good thinking. JavaScript object notation is the right answer. Question number 77, JSON, I think Dijkstra. Strong choice. No, its creator was Douglas Crockford is the right answer.
Question number 78. JSON stands for dash.
Nice work. You chose JSON with padding and it is correct. Question number 79. What does JSON mean? Right again. JavaScript object notation is a valid answer. Question number 80. What is JSON data? Well reasoned. Exchanging data is the correct choice. Question number 81. How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format? Clear logic. Your choice contact Narayan Changda is sound and 100% true.